Well, it's Friday, March 18th. John Willing down here at Ottawa City Hall. Susan Sharing is off today. While March break is just winding up down here, some city councillors have been away from City Hall this week. Many more have been here working on files. We at The Sun kept our eyes on a few stories this week, and the first thing is sewage. If you remember last Friday, it rained quite a bit in the city. Of course, every time it rains in Ottawa, the combined sewers fill up and spill into the Ottawa River. Well, this week we found out, because of that rainstorm last Friday, about 67 million litres of sewage spilled into the river. The other thing we talked about was Ottawa Police sick pay. We found out that about $8 million over 2 years will go to retiring cops and civilians for unused sick pay. In the pre-amalgamated Ottawa, contracts were signed to allow officers and civilians to cash out unused sick pay up to a maximum number of days. Of course, that's always a budget pressure for Ottawa Police in every budget year. The other thing we looked into was the O card, and this is something that's been talked about for about a decade here at City Hall. The city's been talking about creating just one card for example, your library card, to pay parking on the street, or just to pay any city bills. College Councillor Rick Shirelli isn't happy to hear that about $250,000 was taken out of the city budget this year. That money was supposed to go to the O card and keep the project moving. He's a big proponent of getting this project off the ground, so next week he's going to try to get the Information and Technology Subcommittee to somehow make room for that project on the books. Next week gets a little bit busier down here at City Hall. The committees return to their meetings. One thing we'll be looking at is the Transit Commission, which meets Wednesday. OC Transport staff are going to be recommending some modifications and cuts to routes to meet their budget constraints. For the Ottawa Sun, I'm John Willing.